From the Mayborn School of Journalism at the University of North Texas, this is NT Daily News.
A new high-tech garden is helping UNT grow vegetables at an exponential rate. NT Daily's Broderick Floresca has more.
The Leafy Green machine is a repurposed shipping container equipped to grow produce in an enclosed area. Although the container is only 40 feet long, the garden uses the space to its advantage and has horizontal and vertical crops.
I have enough left over out of this one machine that I can send it to other cafeterias. So it cuts down on money that we're buying, that we're growing it. And I know what's being fed into the lettuces. I know who touches it. I know there's no pesticides. I know there's no pests in there because everything is monitored.
The produce grows 4 times as fast and can be eaten after 6 weeks of being planted. All of the experimentation is done in the freight farm. UNT has grown plants that weren't expected to be supported by the technology.
It requires time, just like anything else you do, about 15, 20 hours a week. But I've got a great team. Got a couple of students that come in, they help me out. They're front to back, they're very resourceful.
The Leafy Green machine is expected to grow most, if not all, of the lettuce on campus.
You know, it has about 160 gallons of water in it at one time, but we only use about a gallon a day. Everything is fresh. You won't have anything fresher than that.
The garden is located behind Maple Hall and will continue to supply the fully vegan Mean Greens cafeteria and hopefully all of UNT. Broderick Floresca, NT Daily News.
A restaurant on the University of North Texas campus is turning heads. NT Daily's Broderick Floresca tells us why.
The Club at Gateway Center is a restaurant run by the students in UNT's Hospitality Management program. This opportunity gives students a real-world experience in a low-risk environment.
We have student serving, student cooking, so it's kind of expanding the hospitality program, showing off what we can do, what we've learned in all of our classes, and it's a good meal that you can get for $8. It's a full 3-course meal. You get to sit down, enjoy everything, enjoy the whole aspect of a restaurant, except you're in a college, which is really great.
The Club at Gateway Center earned a 2016 Best of Denton Award. It's already known for helping students gain the skills they'll need in a fully functional professional kitchen.
It's a really great opportunity to work with people who aren't experienced in the kitchen, especially if you have experience as a kitchen manager or if you have like some food preparation experience. It's a really good chance to share that knowledge and to work with people who may not be as knowledgeable, which is a really common thing in the industry.
The club had one of its most successful years after accommodating nearly 3,500 guests last academic year.
Some people have cooked every day since they were 9. Some people have never cooked ever. You know what I mean? So it's different. So it helps you be more like, you may be good at this, but someone else is better at this than you are. So you have to kind of be a team player.
The Club at Gateway Center is open to the public Monday through Friday for lunch through April 28th. Broderick Floresca, NT Daily News.
Graduating students aren't the only thing racing off the UNT campus. NT Daily's Broderick Floresca has more.
The Formula One SAE program is a design-based competition that pits different schools from around the world against each other. The schools have to design, build, and drive a quarter-scale Formula One car that complies with universal guidelines. While representing North Texas, Mean Green Racing hopes to place in the top 10 this year.
This gives students an opportunity to design something, a real product, to constraints with a market in mind, and it also gives them an opportunity to show off that product to the world and get some feedback.
The globally known event promotes careers in the automotive and engineering industries by bringing in professional sponsors every year.
This is a real world experience. We're not just designing this car on paper. That's metal and rubber and plastic that we put together from scratch.
The Mean Green Racing team isn't only for engineering students.
My favorite part is definitely being able to be in the shop and working on a car, getting your hands dirty. It's very different from just being in a classroom and taking notes on math. We get to actually put it down and design something, which is what we're supposed to be doing for the rest of our careers.
Mean Green Racing will compete in the big event this June 21st to the 24th in Lincoln, Nebraska. Broderick Floresca, NT Daily News.
A piece of UNT history will soon disappear. NT Daily's Broderick Floresca has more details.
The University of North Texas Board of Regents voted to tear down Fouts Field. School officials want to build a new venue for the school's soccer, track, and field programs. This move to expand the campus isn't surprising since the university has already broken ground for a new dorm and a new art building. A parking lot will replace Fouts off of I-35. The new venue's location will be down the street behind the Orange Tennis Complex. Some students at UNT are confused by the decision to demolish Fouts because it's right off the edge of campus and the new venue will be on the other side of the highway.
We probably won't use it as much, so it'll probably mainly just be for the actual soccer players and track players. So, but for us, I think it's going to be a little bit harder to go to the practices over there.
This decision to take away Fouts has left track athletes in a state of limbo since they don't know if the new venue will be open to the public like Fouts was.
For the North Texas track athletes who are no longer eligible to be in the program but want to continue to pursue like a professional or a unattached independent, now that they're building a new facility, they won't have the access to that because typically they only give the access to those facilities to the people who are enrolled in sports.
Construction on the new venue will cost at least $12 million and get underway next month. The project is expected to be completed by the spring of 2018. Broderick Floresca, NT Daily News.
2 new colleges are coming to the University of North Texas. NT Daily's Broderick Floresca has more.
The College of Art and Sciences at UNT will split from each other this spring. The division will create a College of Science and a College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences.
The reason why there's a split is because UNT isn't known as well known as a science school. It's more known as a liberal arts school, so dancing and music.
The split is to help both colleges create their own identities and help prepare for the future. The formation of the 2 colleges will help maintain the Tier 1 status UNT received in February.
The only thing I could see that could hurt us is, for example, I am a psychology major and psychology does lie under the arts side of the College of Arts and Science. And so as a psychology major, that might affect like our minor, that might affect like how I get that minor.
The split will put biology, chemistry, physics, and mathematics into the College of Science and put the other divisions into the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences.
One can hope that the College of Arts will get big. I personally believe that it will improve gradually.
The college will officially split on May 15th. Broderick Floresca, NT Daily News.
Multiple job listings are being taken down from the University of North Texas website. Texas Governor Greg Abbott issued an immediate hiring freeze, and it affects all public universities. UNT had to take down positions with salaries funded by the state. Some faculty and staff think the freeze is a confusing move by the governor because search committees can hire the top salaries
One time,
are locally funded.
There was a hiring freeze, and then we were kind of, what? So we can't hire anyone for coming fall, and then soon after that, it was just reversed.
There are fears that students will be affected if key positions remain vacant. Abbott says the freeze will make available at least $200 million. The freeze will last through this August.
The Texas Academy of Math and Sciences, or TAMS, is spreading culture awareness in their own unique way. NT Daily's Broderick Floresca has more details.
WorldFest is an event put on by the TAMS Multicultural Club and Fellowship for the Advancement of Cultural Education for Students, also known as FACES. Their goal is to showcase traditional dances, music, and food of different cultures.
It shouldn't really be about the money. We want the event to be about the culture and about like the experience and how people are taking it in and not worrying about like, are we getting enough money to make a profit?
WorldFest will have different interactive booths and will have TAMS students showing off their own cultures.
It's important to realize that there's different cultures out there and that there's different aspects to those cultures because it's those kinds of differences that really make up who we are and make us unique. So if we recognize those differences, that means we can recognize each of us as individuals as well.
FACES looks forward to exposing different lifestyles from around the world.
there will be a lot of cultural foods that probably you have never tried of, and it's going to be really readily available right here. So it's a great place to try something out new in a safe environment.
WorldFest is free to the public and will take place in McConnell Hall on April 8th from 5 to 8 p.m. Broderick Floresca, NT Daily News.
The University of North Texas Filipino Student Association, or FSA, is celebrating. NT Daily's Broderick Floresca has more.
The Goodfield Games is a Filipino-based competition that pits different schools from around Texas and Oklahoma against each other. The school's FSAs perform different kinds of dances and play sports in order to gain points over the whole weekend. Despite being heavy underdogs, UNT FSA was able to gain enough points and finish 4th overall out of 13 different schools.
I'm extremely proud of our organization for placing 4th overall because Goodfield has been around for, I think, this was the 27th annual Goodfield, and for UNT to only be established in 2012, to place 4th this year, that was a big deal.
Goodfield isn't only about winning, but also showing off your school.
We have a lot of school spirit when we go to Goodfield. We really represent UNT. We're all about the mean green. We'd like to make it known that we're from UNT because we do have that pride of being one of the smaller schools compared to everybody else, so we represent that really well when we go to competition.
UNT FSA isn't only raving over their accomplishments, but their members feel that they have developed an even stronger connection over the weekend.
I feel like our UNT specifically, we're more like family. We're more family oriented, and that is a much bigger bond compared to the other schools that I've seen.
The student organization hopes to spread the Filipino culture on the UNT campus and to continue to find success at the Goodfield Games. Broderick Floresca, NT Daily News.